Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. Do you enjoy the current hybrid engines in Formula One, or do you think they were the wrong choice? Would you prefer a return to fully combustion-powered engines, like the classic V8S or V10S? Based on what we see in the comments, most fans aren't particularly fond of the hybrid era, mainly due to the less aggressive engine sounds compared to the past. The lack of the iconic roar has been a major drawback for many longtime F1 enthusiasts, who yearn for the exhilarating audio experience of previous generations. However, there's good news. Formula One appears to be working toward bringing back fully combustion engines in the near future. Stefano Domenicali, F1 CEO, mentioned some time ago that discussions are in progress to make this a reality by 2030. Now, FIA President Mohammed bin Sulayem has added to the conversation, making a public statement on social media in support of the idea. This announcement has reignited discussions about whether F1 should prioritize sustainability or embrace its historic roots of high-performance, high-octane racing. Sulayem revealed that many discussions took place this week regarding the future of Formula One. While the primary focus remains on the much-debated 2026 regulations, which introduce complex changes to car and engine design, the idea of reintroducing V10 engines was also considered. These engines are beloved for the raw emotion they bring to the sport, particularly with their thunderous roars that fans miss. The energy and excitement that these power units once provided remain unmatched by today's quieter and more technologically intricate hybrid systems. The FIA president explained that the goal is to bring fully combustion engines back to F1, but in a way that aligns with sustainability goals. By utilizing advanced sustainable fuels, the sport could retain its commitment to environmental responsibility while still attracting major manufacturers. This would also significantly reduce development and production costs, as combustion engines are generally smaller and less complicated than their hybrid counterparts. Additionally, with fewer components and simpler technology, reliability could improve, making for more consistent and competitive racing. If this change is approved, it could solve many of the current challenges in Formula One. One major issue is the sheer size of the cars, which has increased due to the large battery packs required for hybrid power units. This added bulk makes overtaking more difficult on tighter circuits, often leading to processional races with limited side-by-side action. A return to smaller, lighter cars powered by combustion engines could dramatically improve racing dynamics, making for more unpredictable and exciting battles on the track. Concluding his remarks, Sulayem emphasized that the FIA's priority is to maintain Formula One as an exciting spectacle for fans while ensuring the sport remains both safe and sustainable. He expressed a strong commitment to securing the long-term future of F1, believing that powerful-sounding engines are a crucial part of its appeal. The FIA recognizes that the balance between innovation, tradition, and sustainability is a delicate one, and finding the right formula will be key to maintaining the sport's legacy while attracting new generations of fans. With all these developments, the future of Formula One looks promising. But what do you think? Could we realistically see V8 or V10 engines making a return by 2030? Or do you believe the sport's future will lean even further toward electrification? As the debate continues, one thing is certain: Formula One is at a crossroads, and the direction it chooses could define the sport for decades to come. Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. We have more exciting updates from this special week in Formula One. As we informed you earlier, cars have already hit the track in Bahrain, with several teams conducting their shakedown sessions. Among them, Red Bull brought out the RB21 for Verstappen and Lawson to complete their first laps on the circuit. During the morning session, there weren't many high-quality images of the car on track, but now, some detailed photos of the RB21 have been released. These images allow us to analyze the finer aspects of Red Bull's new machine, which will officially hit the track alongside the rest of the grid tomorrow for the first day of preseason testing. This season carries a lot of expectations for Red Bull, especially with some major changes happening within the team. The departure of legendary designer Adrian Newey has raised questions about how much influence he had on previous car designs and whether Red Bull will maintain its dominance without him. Some analysts believe the RB21 is still heavily based on Newey's concepts, But as the season progresses, the true test will be whether the team can continue refining and developing the car without his expertise. What are your expectations for Red Bull this season? Do you believe that, without Adrian Newey's influence, the team will still be as dominant? Or could this be the year they lose their grip on the championship fight? Aside from Red Bull's activities, another big highlight of the day is Gabriel Bortolito's arrival at the Bahrain circuit. The Brazilian driver is getting ready for his debut on the track tomorrow, with his team sharing a behind-the-scenes video showcasing his arrival, his race gear, and his preparation for the upcoming sessions. Bortolito has been considered one of the most promising talents to emerge from the junior categories, and his debut has been highly anticipated by Brazilian fans who have been eager to see another national driver compete at the highest level of motorsport. With the preseason testing set to begin, all eyes will be on the lap times and reliability of the cars. While testing doesn't always give a clear indication of performance, it does provide insights into the strengths and weaknesses of each team's new designs. This will be the first real opportunity to compare the RB21 against its rivals and see if the car still holds a significant advantage over the competition. So, are you excited to see Bortolito in action? Do you think he could be one of the surprises of the season? And what about Red Bull? Will they continue their reign, or could we see a shift in dominance this year? Let us know your thoughts as we gear up for an exciting start to the 2025 season. The Red Bull team has conducted the shakedown of the RB21, and the car looks strikingly similar to last season's model. Could they be holding back the real version, only unveiling it at the first race? This Tuesday was a busy one in Bahrain, with several teams hitting the track. Williams continued its second filming day with the FW47. Mercedes conducted the shakedown of the W166, and Red Bull put the RB21 through its first laps. Earlier in the day, Red Bull had released some initial photos of the RB21, drawing attention to its remarkable resemblance to the RB20 from last season. Since these were just 3D renders, many assumed that the actual car on track would feature more significant changes. Initially, Red Bull kept things under wraps, delaying the release of footage from the shakedown. However, when the first real images of the RB21 on track were finally revealed, it became clear that the new car closely mirrors the RB20. Nevertheless, there are some small yet notable differences, particularly in the front wing and the side profile of the car. The RB21 appears to have a slightly narrower side pod design compared to last season's model. So, is the RB21 simply an improved RB20? Has the team addressed last season's issues and turned the new car into an unstoppable machine? That remains to be seen. However, strong speculation in the paddock suggests that the RB21 we see now, and even the one that will run in preseason testing, may not be the final version. Rumors indicate that Red Bull could be playing its cards close to the chest, with the actual RB21 only making its full debut in the free practice sessions of the Australian Grand Prix on March 14th. This strategy wouldn't be unprecedented. In the past, Red Bull has presented an early version of its car during preseason testing, only to introduce a significantly refined version by the time racing begins. If they follow the same approach this year, it could mean a major upgrade is on the way. The biggest question is whether Red Bull has solved the RB20's problems, particularly its struggles with suspension and cornering performance at low and medium speeds. These weaknesses were evident last season and allowed teams like McLaren and Ferrari to pose a serious challenge. Addressing these issues will be crucial for the team to stay competitive in 2025. Now, Red Bull fans, are you excited to see Max Verstappen and Liam Lawson in action with the RB21? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, tomorrow marks the start of preseason testing for the 2025 Formula One season at 4 a.m. We'll have plenty of coverage here on Punch F1, so if you haven't yet subscribed, hit that button and turn on notifications to stay updated. Also, if you haven't gotten your team's official merchandise yet, check out the link in the video description.